it's amazing that they're really stepping on the integration accelerator here and owning the marketing space. That's the vibe that I walk away with today.
To spearhead the way that Adobe as a whole is going to be approaching this B2B, B2C hybrid sort of approach, helping a lot of these enterprise level businesses that take on both sides of the business, B2B and B2C customers, is going to be pretty game changing in the space. You're not seeing a lot of folks talking about that, and Adobe sounds like they have a good head on their shoulders when it comes to it.
But today, it felt like they stomped on the accelerator on the B2B side with LinkedIn announcements, account-based experience announcements, Drift integrations, demand-based integrations. They've had a lot of product capabilities from a user perspective because our clients use the product with Sky and even with Engage that they've had for a while, but it seems like they're really trying to accelerate things, which for a 5-month acquisition, to me, was surprising.
Yeah, definitely. The 5 months, the fact that they were able to turn around an event and have the type of content that they have like going on today, especially if the other couple of days were very consumer heavy focused, is awesome in my opinion. I'm happy to see that a lot of the focus of the conversation is around the account-based experience. I wasn't expecting them to play heavy with that in the ABM focus. I would have thought that Marketo would have focused a lot more on just about how they're planning on just integration altogether within the ecosystem of Adobe. But now that you're seeing them focus that Adobe's starting to do that, and that Adobe's starting to take that, understands that that's basically the next level in B2B business is adopting these types of account-based strategies, not just in marketing, but also in sales and overall customer experience, is going to be huge.
Today I heard a lot of vision around the account-based experience and that whole LinkedIn integration. Wow, could be really powerful, either finding existing target accounts and contacts within existing target accounts or even net new.
Definitely on the B2B side. I'm curious to see how LinkedIn handles the partnership and relationship when it comes to the data, because I know that data is a currency nowadays, and seeing what they're getting in return with that and vice versa from Marketo users in and of itself is going to be really cool.
You bring up a good point about data. Adobe talked about this DDOM. I can't remember what the initials stood for, but it was something data-driven initiative. It seems like they're developing their own CDP or customer data platform.
It sounds like a lot of the big tech players in the space are starting to go the CDP route. You heard Salesforce talking about it too, which is funny because they were talking about how CDPs and data lakes aren't the way to go, and then they completely pivoted on that. But now you're seeing all of the big techs. You got Oracle has always been making that push from the CDP data lake space. Now you got Adobe and Marketo doing it. You have Salesforce doing it. There's going to be a lot more conversation around that, and it makes sense because you need to have that data in a single place to have that holistic view of your customer, whether it's B2B or B2C. So whoever is able to get it done first and with the least amount of friction, I think is going to be ahead in the race.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, you bring up a good point about the whole Drift thing. It sounds like between Adobe's Test and Target and Drift, you have now the ability, or soon will have the ability, to send targeted content out to that account.
Oh yeah.
So whether it's somebody you know or somebody you don't know, depending on the level, you have to
definitely going to be. And that's another area I wasn't expecting to hear a lot about during this event, was the whole idea around advertising. You had that live ramp and demand-based integrations and partnerships there.
Yes.
Definitely understand where they're going with it, and it's interesting to see how they're touching on all these different types of channels and bringing this type of data and insights into areas where it was tough to get that information before.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think it's amazing that they're really stepping on the integration accelerator here and owning the marketing space. That's the vibe that I walk away with today. Well, hey, Brian, thanks for coming out. I'm going to fist bump you.
No, fist bump you?
There you go.
All right. Cool.